Hey guys, welcome to the Brick Brethren channel. My name's Hunter, and today I'm going to be reviewing which LEGO Star Wars gift with purchase is better. Here we've got the Trade Federation Troop Carrier, which came out last year, and right here we've got the Kamino Training Facility, which came out this year. In order to receive one of these gift with purchases, you had to spend $160 on LEGO during the May the 4th promotion, but what I want to do is more of a breakdown so you guys can decide which LEGO set was worth spending $160 for. So let's get into it. Starting off with the Trade Federation Troop Carrier, we've got the front side of the box right here, and I love what LEGO did with the design. I love that it looks as if it's in Naboo, and I also love in that top right corner the 25th anniversary of Episode 1. When looking at the back side of the box, you'll get more of a detailed idea of how this set works and how you can take those droids off the carrier. You'll also notice on the bottom right a little plaque that says 25 years of LEGO Star Wars. LEGO includes this because, well, it's the 25th year of LEGO Star Wars. Now looking at the build itself, it's really not that big, but I do feel like LEGO did a great job with the design. In case you didn't know, this build includes 262 pieces and 8 droid minifigs. Here's an up-close look of what this little display plaque looks like. You've got the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars on it, and it also shows R2-D2 with a LEGO going around it. If you want to take the droids off the carrier, all you have to do is slide them off. The droids are placed in the carrier folded up, so when taking them off of that carrier, you do have to unfold them. LEGO also included an area where you can place the droids' blasters so you don't misplace them. Once you're done battling with them, you can fold them back up and get them placed on that carrier. With the 8 droids that are included in the set, LEGO included 2 pilot droids, which I love. I just think it's fun getting something a little bit more unique and different compared to, just getting a random droid. I think that blue looks awesome, and who doesn't love getting a different variant of a droid? LEGO also included these 8 transparent pieces on the bottom of this build so it can slide around, and it just makes it a little bit more fun for that playability. Now looking at the Kamino Training Facility, this is the first time LEGO's ever made this set, and honestly I think it looks pretty good. Like the troop carrier, LEGO also included an area where you can place the blasters so you don't misplace them. Here you've got the rotating turret tower. This is what is used to help the clones learn how to dodge blasters and honestly just survive. Now looking at the main build of this set, you've got the K-8 Enforcer ship. I'm not sure what this ship is used for, but I would assume this is what helps the clones learn how to become great pilots. This ship has some great features, and I also love that you can actually open up the cockpit and put one of these cadets in it. This set comes with 3 identical minifigs because they are clones, so of course they're going to look the same, but LEGO did a phenomenal job with these. First off, LEGO included dual molded legs, which they rarely do this with Star Wars minifigs. I don't know why, but they just don't. And they also included some awesome arm prints on it. They don't come with a second printed facial expression, but I don't really think that was necessary for these minifigs. Here's all 3 minifigs next to each other. My only gripe with them is I wish LEGO included different haircuts for them. The reason why I say this is because in the Clone Wars TV show, almost every clone had a different hairstyle, which made them a little bit different compared to each other. I ended up finding some extra hair pieces in my collection, and I added it to these minifigs, and I think it actually enhanced their awesomeness. So you may be wondering, what's my opinion on which set is worth $160? Honestly, in my opinion, I'd have to say each set is great in their own ways. I mean, I gotta show you all the cool features and the minifigs, but if I had to choose one, I'm probably going with the Kamino Training Facility. I'm a huge minifigs fan, and honestly, if you've been watching any of my reviews in the past, you'll see how much I care about minifigs. And I just don't look at droids as a minifig just because they're generic and they're not built as what a minifig looks like, so they're just pretty much just these little LEGO pieces that connect to each other. But when it came to building the set and which one I liked more for the build, I'd have to say the troop carrier was a lot better. This one, it was just a lot of small little things. I mean, you had the little area where you could put the guns, or I should say blasters because this is Star Wars, and you also had this little tower shooter. I mean, those were super easy to build and honestly not too complex. The only hard part about this was building this little ship, and that really wasn't hard. And most people would probably look at this set and say, what even is that, if you weren't a huge Star Wars fan. But I'm sure if someone who wasn't a huge Star Wars fan looked at the troop carrier, they'd say, oh, that's Star Wars. This one's not the most complex build in my opinion, but when it comes down to which set I'd prefer, I'd have to say this one, just because I love the minifigs, I love the dual molded legs on them, and I just wish LEGO would do an exclusive minifig for the May the 4th promotion. I mean, we got Darth Revan in the past, and it just makes me wonder, why don't we do that now? I know there's so many people who would fork over $200 just for one exclusive minifig that made it so much more worth it than just an average build and just a few, droids, or even just a few basic clones. Nothing about these sets really makes me say wow, but I will say they are both worth it because I'm a huge Star Wars fan and I don't like missing out on any type of gift with purchase when it comes to the Star Wars theme. But going over it again, I'm just gonna have to go with this one. But this one's not a great one, isn't a bad one to go with. Now rating both sets out of 10, I'd have to say this one's a solid 7 out of 10, and the training facility is a solid 6.5 out of 10. I know I picked this set and it does have a lower score compared to this one, but when it comes down to the minifigs, it's just what makes me pick this set and say it's the best one to go with, but the build is just bleh. There's nothing special about it. This build, super awesome, but I don't really care about droids, and if they were to include, some type of Gungan in it, I probably would have said this is my favorite, but you've got an awesome build, just droids that aren't really too unique compared to these awesome clones. Earlier I mentioned that I'd love LEGO to come out with more exclusive minifigs for their May the 4th promotion, and I stand by that, but I also feel like they could come out with more exclusive builds. And yes, I know these are exclusive, but they're just not anything special, and I'd love to see something unique, maybe even from the Clone Wars TV show. There's a huge fan base for that right now. And I also feel like they could do some cool things that just haven't been done, and I know this hasn't been done, but this has kind of been done in the past. So just try to make more unique sets that might be worth your $160, because a lot of people look forward to the May the 4th promotions and really just want something to say, wow, I'm so happy I spent the $160. And if you came out with a Darth Bane, a Darth Revan, some people from the Old Republic, people would just freak out, and it's just based off of a minifig. So whatever it is, just try to make it exclusive and make it worth our while, because every Star Wars fan like me is always looking forward to May the 4th LEGO promotions as if it's Christmas. But I am happy with what I've gotten from the past 2 years though. I'm always curious to see what you guys think. Feel free to comment down below which gift with purchase you liked more, and also subscribe to the Brick Brethren channel. Thanks guys!